Save the new generation.
Hello everyone, welcome to another exciting episode of No Filter Save the New Generation. I'm your lovely host, Hope Onyecheridoku. For today, we'll be discussing a very exciting topic called conflict resolution between parents and teens, where we have two lovely guests in the studio today that will be sharing more insights in regards to that. Welcome to the studio, Ella. Welcome from James. So let's dive right into our topics for today. The topic for today is resolving conflicts between parents and teens. Have you guys ever had any conflict between your parents before?
For sure. Yeah. Every young teenager has that experience.
Okay.
It's like a part of growing in life and learning. You have to have that moment of, disagreement with your parents.
Okay.
Because, when a teenager is coming up, it gets to a point whereby you might not understand how that teenager is feeling. So you guys might mostly go back and front on situations, and that actually can serve as a means, to build a more good relationship with your teen, rather than to, distance yourself from that person. You try to understand the person and get to, know the point of view of your child.
Okay. What about you, Ella?
Yeah, it can be considered as disrespect to parents.
Okay.
Not knowing that it's just the child's way of telling that, oh, I'm growing, you need to understand me. And there's some kind of certain things you're supposed to lift from me, like certain rules you've applied when I was younger. So teenagers feels like, okay, I'm older now, so there are things that you're not supposed to impose on me. So that's like mostly the conflicts they have.
Okay.
Yeah, between parents, not getting to understand their own point of view and their own as a parent too.
Okay. So, did you guys ever go through the stage whereby you'd be like, yeah, I'm already a grown up. I'm not supposed to be doing this. I'm not supposed to be doing that. Maybe your parents tell you, go and do this at home. Go and do this. Then you'd be like, no, what about my younger sister? What about my siblings? You're not sending them. It's always me. Did you guys ever experience that at home?
For sure. For me, I would say I definitely experienced that. Being a last born at home, it's something that you have to go through. You're the one always, they're stressing, go get this, go do this, they say, do you want me to send your elder brother? Why? What is your use? It's
Exactly.
We're made to just be sent up and down. It's mostly frustrating, actually.
Okay.
But actually, I've had situations with my parents whereby we've gone back and forth to the instance whereby I got my phone seized, and as well when a point whereby I got my phone stolen, and my mom was like, she's not gonna buy me a phone till further notice, due to how angry she was because of how I lost the phone. And it actually helps. It's actually helps sometimes, because you can get to build a relationship with your parents, and the parents also build a much more stronger relationship with the teen, because you can get to understand that point of view of that person, and get to share in the person's pain as well as to understand and the person.
What about you, Ella?
Same here. I'm also a last born, last child, yes. So I would say it's difficult though. And that's what everybody used to say, last born are their parents' fair, but you used to suffer at home because everything, one wash plate, it's the last born. In my house now, like this, my other ones, they don't even do anything. Just assist me to do some things. I used to cook at home. So my mom, the fights I know we mostly have with my mom is on phone.
Okay.
Yes, because I don't know why, because like most parents, if you are with your phone, they'll be like, every time you're always on your phone, always on your phone. What is it? If this time that you use on your phone, you just spend it on your Bible. That is always the fight with my mom. And most of the times, it's just that when she was using like a small phone, she's always bored. There's nothing you can use small phones to do.
No, definitely.
Yeah, so she will not be, you'll be on your phone watching movie all day, all night. I said, I'm not doing anything. It's not like you gave me any work. I didn't do it. So she'll be like, don't worry, I will seize this phone. That has always been her sentence. I will seize this phone. So
Did she ever see the
she
phone?
never sees it because she'll tell me that before she sees the phone, I'll tell her that she's not the one that bought the phone, so she has the right to see. I've never said that, but she just assumed
Assume
that.
directly to see that.
Yeah. So when she got her own smartphone, my mom can, because she has her time of praying.
Okay.
Once she's done with that, she can be on her phone till she sleep. And I'll be like, okay, now who is on the phone? It's not you. So you see.
Yeah, that's true. But at any point in time, did you find it very difficult to like communicate some kind of issues that maybe you were going through with your mom? Because I know most teens nowadays, they find it difficult like opening up to their parents. They find it difficult like sharing things with their parents, and during that period, it brings misunderstanding and a little bit of conflict between them. They'll be like, why didn't you open up to me? They might do something outside that maybe when your parents get to find out, they'll be like, had it been you told me about this, I would have known how to defend you outside. But since you didn't tell me, they wouldn't know how to say it. But have you ever had any experience like that with your parents before?
My mom has always created this relationship with all her children where you have this safe space to talk to her. Because my mom is also a teacher.
Okay.
Yes, in a government school. So like she knows what her children can do. Whereby if she hear that your child did this, so she can be able to say, no, this is not my child. Or something must have triggered this child to do this. Like in schools, most of the times when teacher flog you unnecessarily.
Okay.
My mom is not against the fact that you are not supposed to be beaten by anybody if you do wrong.
Okay.
But just don't flog a child when he's trying to explain him or herself. Listen first. So my elder sister, I used to call her my mom's favorite, because in school, there's this group of friends she used to work with at that time. So most of the times, if one person commits something like offend the teacher, they'll flog all of them because they are friends. They'll feel like, okay, it's all of you that did this.
They're all together.
Yeah, so once they flog her, no matter how far my mom's school is, she will walk to my mom's school to go and tell my mom.
My God.
Yes, and my mom will follow her to school. And my mom does not like just quarrel the teacher, because she says she's also a teacher.
Exactly.
So she'll ask what happened. Then if the teacher narrates the story in front of the child, or yeah, you as a child, tell me that same thing you told me when you met me in school.
Exactly.
And if you are bold enough to repeat that thing in front of the teacher, then my mom knows that you're not lying.
Okay.
Yes, because that's my mom knows if we're lying, we cannot repeat that thing we told her in front of the person. Yeah, so that's how she catches us when we lie. So that's like, I've always have this safe space to talk to my mom about anything.
Wow, that's lovely. What about you, John James? Have you ever had any like conflict between your parents or growing up as a thing?
Yeah, I did actually. When I was young, I had this issue with my mom whereby she even stopped my friends from even coming home actually. She was pissed at me actually, and I actually apologized to her. I made it clear that I was sorry, adjusted my ways and everything was all right. She even forgot about it that ever happened, because even my friends that she stopped them from, like, it was like she couldn't even identify them anymore. Even after some years when they were coming over, it's like she couldn't identify them anymore. So it just moved on and passed on, and I'm happy. I also, growing up, actually my mom is late, so growing up, we were kind of close, so it was kind of nice for me. We were close, so I could share. I would say she was my best friend. Like anywhere she goes, I followed her. Like, she was going out, I had to follow her here. So I would say,
That's one kind of thing.
Yeah, so that means it was very easy for you to share whatever it is you wanted to share with her. Wow, that's lovely. So we'll be taking a short break, and when we get back, we'll get to hear more from our lovely guests right here in the studio. But not to worry, we'll be heading out to the streets to hear more in regards to our today's topic. Do stay tuned.
How do you usually handle conflicts with your parents or guardians?
No, I particularly, I did not experience conflicts.
Okay.
It's among my
Your parents.
parents.
Okay.
It's when I grew up, I mingle with people.
Okay. That have such experiences. So how was the experience, and what can you say about it?
And I settle disagreements among them as well.
Okay.
I discovered, and I meant to understand that people disagree with each other. It will give them um, setback in life,
Okay.
which is, if they are united, they are in a good relationship, the things that they would have achieved in life, they will miss it. So it will be a setback for them. And so, my own advice to people with disagreements is that understanding each other is the best thing. You understand your fellow mates or your brother or whosoever the person is to you. You understanding in the way like this, maybe the person do what you don't like. Don't don't give the retaliates badly. Just meet the person, talk with the person in a smooth way, in a smooth manner, in such a way that will not result in a conflict.
Welcome back. We just came back from the streets whereby we got to hear resolving conflicts between parents and teens. Some people find it very difficult to open up to their parents. Some, it's very easy for them based on the kind of relationship they've built or the bond they've built with their parents. But not to worry, I guess I'm going to shed more light on how you can actually build that safe space or that bond between you and your parent. So now, what will be your advice now to our viewers out there that might find it difficult to opening up to them? Probably they might be in a relationship, they wouldn't know how to open up. Some of them, the most difficult one is when maybe they happen to get pregnant along the way. They wouldn't know how to tell their parents and all of that. So how can this start creating a bond between their parents so that at least they can share anything they want with their parents?
Try as much as to find a mutual ground with your parents, whereby it's a camp place whereby you can meet and talk. It doesn't have to be place in specific. Like what I mean, place is like a situation,
Okay.
an emotion. It might be when she's talking about something, and you might probably want to relate to it in your situation. You can find that mutual ground whereby you can meet and talk to your parents, and get to let them know of your situation. And they should also try as much as they can to understand and listen to you, because you're young. We are young. We make mistakes. We are growing up. It's not like we have valuable or useful mentors out there to us. It's hard coming up from where I come from. It's hard growing up to for you to have a mentor. So you have to try as much as possible to find that mutual ground with your parents and build yourself.
Okay. What about Ella? What would be your advice to our
I
audience?
feel like parents should listen to their children. Okay. And while they're growing up, don't instill fear in them. Allow them to be able to freely talk to you even when they're small, because everything starts from when we're little.
Definitely.
Yeah, and in the aspect of these pregnancy girls, you see, that's why most girls have an abortion, because they're scared of how they'll be treated at home.
Definitely.
That's what is a very bad thing. You're not meant to do it. But if it happens, a parent should not criticize the child. Talk to the person. Okay, I'm disappointed. You're not meant to do this. Relate your feeling, but at the same time, do not make that child feel like he has committed 1,000 crime.
Exactly.
So you see, that's why most girls fear for going back home to tell their parent that, mom, I'm pregnant. They just go for, and you see most of them die in the process.
Yes, that's
so
true.
Because it's still because of fear that they do not talk. They're not able to talk to their parents. So as for my mom now, you can tell her that you can never tell my mom that you saw me in a hotel with a guy, and she'll believe you. Because I've always been this kind of person that share everything to her. Exactly. I wouldn't even want to disappoint her. So that's just it. So you see, once a parent listen and do not instill fear in your children, you see, you'll be able to know your child and what your child can do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's lovely. Thank you so much, you guys. And there you have it, our lovely viewers out there. No matter what it is, try to create like a safe haven and a safe space between parents and kids, because it starts from when you're growing up. If that bond is not there, you being able to talk to them, advise them, tell them what is right and wrong. Also, do not instill fear in their hearts that it's always when I'm trying to tell my parents, okay, this is what is going on, before they know that, they just shout at me and be like, no, you're not supposed to do this is wrong, and they make you feel as if you're the baddest person on the planet of the earth. So instead, draw them close. You can still use words to like talk to them, but still draw them close and still pet them and let them know that yes, you're always there for them no matter what the situation is, so that they can always trust you, because parents are always like a god over us as children, because whatever it is they say from their mouths, definitely it will always go with us. So no matter what it is, parents or teens, whoever that are out there, please try to always build a bond with both parties. So, and there you have it. You can like, share, and also comment on the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe for more exciting episodes that will be coming your way soon. I remain your host, Hope Onyeche Idoko. Bye.